G'day, it's Jamie, and welcome to Tanzanilla Tigers. Today, I'm reading an old newspaper article about the carnivorous animals that live in the forests of the south coast of New South Wales, written in 1880. So we'll get into it. This was published in the Sydney Mail and New South Wales Advertiser on Saturday, the 11th of December, 1880, titled Forests of the South Coast by Tyrone White. Flesh-eating animals. The carnivorous animals of this district are those common to the whole of Australia. They are few in species, and their habits are pretty well known. Of these, first place must be given to the dingo, warrigal or native dog, which is the largest and fiercest animal of prey hitherto discovered on this continent. Breeding in the same manner as domestic dogs, dingoes produce once in the year from 3 to 6 cubs within the shelter of some hollow log or fire-eaten stump, and though being of a very shy and suspicious nature, are seldom seen abroad in open day. Yet when the darkness deepens, they collect in small mobs, or hunt singly and in pairs, and awake the slumbering echoes with their mournful yells, which rival the dismal cadence of the wolf's long howl. In places remote from settlement, where their numbers have not been thinned by baits of poisoned meat, they must prove very destructive to native game. But wherever such can be obtained, they will relinquish the tidbits of their native wilds for the sheep, calves, and poultry of the settlers. They are exceedingly cute, tireless, and tenacious of life, and before they give in, will give a good dog a tough struggle. Their bite is very severe, and like that of all Australian animals, is more or less venomous, and such is the dread inspired by their ravages that every man's hand is against them. They are shot, trapped, and poisoned on all sides, and in no instance is the proverb, "Give a dog a bad name and then hang him," more truly exemplified than with the miserable dingo, whose ancestral woods no longer resound with its mournful strains, and where the exultant kangaroos now browse in undisturbed security over ever-increasing numbers. In appearance, the dingo resembles a sandy, smooth-haired cattle dog with pricked ears, sharp muzzle, mid-thick brush, but some of the true dingoes are deep black, and when crossed with a domestic animal, are of all colours and grow more large and savage. The dingo has said to be untamable, but I have seen 2 or 3 domesticated ones, and could remark no difference in their behaviour to that of any other cattle dog, and, what is still more to the purpose, they will help kill their own kindred with a savage humour worthy of a tracker. I have shot the tiger cat, which is quite as thick and sometimes a good deal longer than the domestic cat. Its colour is a deep chocolate brown, variegated with white spots, and is deadly and persistent enemy to poultry and the feathered tribe generally. Like the dingo, the tiger cat loves to kill for killing's sake, but whereas the dingo will wound 10 sheep for every one it kills outright, the tiger cat kills all and wounds none, and once it obtains an entry into the fowl house, it will kill an incredible number in a very short space of time, and even then, when gorged to repletion on the blood of its victims, will make a brave fight for its liberty, if, as sometimes happens, it cannot get out of where it got in. In common with the little Deja, the tiger cat kills its prey by one fierce bite through the head or neck, and then sucks the blood. So minute are the punches made by its sharp-pointed teeth that it is often difficult matter to tell how the bird came to its death. When the choice is offered to them, they always prefer to satisfy their hunger with blood. But in the event of killing a quantity of game at one time, they will always carry a fowl away with them, no matter how much blood they may have drunk. Fortunately, tiger cats are not very numerous, but I think they exist in numbers sufficient to destroy a great deal of native game and eggs. And I have it on authority of the Aborigines that in places where oysters abound, both tiger and native cats will carry the bivalves beyond high water mark, and there leave them until the sun shall have opened their shells, when they will return to eat the savoury contents. Native cats or dazers are of two kinds, the one a yellowish brown and the other a glossy black, and both spotted with white. Both varieties are frequently met with together, but the yellow spotted ones are the one most numerous and are to be found almost everywhere. The tiger cat is a churl and hunts by itself, but the little dazer, not much bigger than a rat, loves the society of its fellows and leaves its favourite haunts among rocks and stony gullies to hunting companies, destroying poultry in precisely the same manner that the tiger cat does. It is much more to be dreaded, as it can make its way through much smaller openings. Therefore, wherever native cats are numerous, cat-proof fowl houses become a necessity. In the neighbourhood of its native rocks, the dazer will eat birds and their eggs, lizards, grubs and wattle gum. But whenever it has the opportunity, it betrays keen relish for fresh and dried meats, cheese and butter, and will not say no to hobnailed boots, provided the leather be sufficiently well greased. I cannot say how many young ones are produced at a birth by tiger cats, but the little dazers are very prolific, bearing from 4 to 6 at a time, and I have often thought that, unlike other bush animals, except rats and mice, they breed more than once a year, but of this I have no proof. They are strictly nocturnal in their habits and live in holes of the rocks and in hollow logs, and as they spend a good part of the night climbing in trees in quest of game. They might be classed among climbing marsupials, but although tiger cats possess the opposing thumb of the possum, neither it nor the dazer can be termed arboreal and are entirely carnivorous. And well, that was really interesting. There was a lot of facts there I didn't know about quolls. I liked the bit about the oysters and leaving them out in the sun for them to open so they can eat them. All really interesting stuff. Okay, that's it from me. I'll get back to you all next time. Bye.